Hi there. It's Lisa here on our Nativity of the Lord Christmas Mass at midnight. And our first reading is from the early part of Isaiah. And it's a lovely reading, lots of images in this reading. So take it slowly and you see those images, and then you'll be able to communicate them to the people who are listening, right? The people who walked in darkness, my voice would go down on darkness, have seen a great light. And so I'm even smiling, and great light. There's a separation on those T's, okay? And it's something that's wonderful. Now, Jewish writing repeats the same thing. There's a lot of couplets in Jewish writing. And so, upon those who dwelt in the land of gloom, my voice is going down again on gloom, a light has shone. There we go, up again and exciting. And here's the next round of couplets. You have brought them, who are we talking to? God. You have brought them abundant joy and great rejoicing. So abundant and great. Stretch it out. Smile as you say that. Make eye contact as you say that. As they rejoice before you, these people right here, as they rejoice before you, as at the harvest. So you to God, as people make merry when dividing spoils. And you know that this is what people are going to make merry as they open presents at Christmas, right? That could be a dividing spoils. Okay, then we get a little more serious here. For the yoke that burdened them, the pole on their shoulders, and the rod of their taskmaster. So not just are we talking about Israel in Egypt, but we're talking about anybody under the gloom and the hold of the enemy, right? For the yoke that burdened them, there's emphasize that burdened, and watch somebody be burdened, right? The pole on their shoulder, they're carrying something this way or that way, and the rod of their taskmaster getting hit, right? You have smashed. There we go, that's a smile. As on the day of Midian. Now I think about this next section, I think about veterans. We just heard this opera recently here about World War I, first Christmas, when Germans and the British Allies met in the middle of no man's land and just called a truce. They just decided to just go. They shared food, they shared songs, and they played a little game until somebody came to say, don't ever do that again, right? Okay, but think about this. For every boot that tramped in battle, every cloak rolled in blood will be burned as fuel for flames. There will be no more war, right? You will never have to do that. People can just go home. They wanted to just go home. The opera made several people, quoting several of the soldiers, said, why don't we just walk away? What would happen if we all just walked away and refused to fight, right? There will be no more war. We'll be burned as fuel for flames. For a child is born to us. A son is given to us. Upon his shoulder, dominion rests. He's going to have the ultimate power. They named him Wonder Counselor. Take your time with these names. God, Hero. Look at a different place in the church with each name. Father, Forever. Prince of Peace. Do you see how slowly I went with those? Don't run them together, okay? His dominion is vast. Stretch that word out. Vast and forever peaceful. Think about the lion and the lamb settling down together, right? What we had a couple weeks ago. From David's throne, way back there, and over his kingdom, which he confirms, God confirms and sustains by judgment and justice, both now and forever. So you've got David's throne over his kingdom confirms and sustains judgment and justice now and forever. With all of those, each one of those lines, you take it slowly and you can use one side of the church and the other side of the church. The more, if you can make eye contact, not a head bob and come back down, but seriously look, both now and forever. Okay? Sustained eye contact. The zeal, and now we're just smiling again, the zeal of the Lord of hosts will do this. This is good news. There's even an exclamation point at the end. I didn't put it there. They did. All right. And then we wait 1, 2, 3. Why? Before we say the word of the Lord, because that's what the general instructions to the Roman Missal say. Pause it. Let people think. The word of the Lord, and look at the people as you say that. All right, so practice reading. This is an amazing, wonderful, full of images reading. Take your time reading it. Let all of those rich images have a turn, okay? Practice reading aloud 5 times. Yes. God bless you.